Good morning, friends. It is a foggy, drizzly morning here in Kissimmee, Florida, which is Orlando, Florida, pretty much. And we are headed to the Kennedy Space Center. Last night, we got into camp. It took forever to get the RV level. We had some dinner. The kids went swimming for a little while, and we all fell into bed. So we're excited for the adventure of the Space Center. Hopefully it doesn't get too rainy today, but we got our raincoats and sweatshirts and we're up for the adventure. Okay, we're headed over this bridge, 6 miles to the Kennedy Space Center.
Space related, those.
See a rocket in the distance. This is exciting. Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. The buses have to make right. This feels exciting. It is also very busy. See a bunch of rockets in the distance.
That Donald Trump.
No. This is John F. Kennedy. 1, 2, over here. Smile, Violet. Okay, Mark is having to do the tickets a little different way to get a homeschool discount, but we're figuring that out and then we will get inside. There are lots of field trips here today. Lucky kids that get to come here on a field trip.
Okay, saved us $125 with the homeschool discount, so we're ready to go.
Thanks for doing that.
You want to hold them, Mom?
Sure.
Okay. I made that rocket ship.
Out of Legos.
Right for you guys. We'll get everyone else through the turnstile. One person,
Okay.
pushing the stroller.
All right.
No, exactly, yeah. I said put it somewhere safe.
Okay, it says this is completely supported by visitors paying. There's no tax dollars in this for this Space Center. Okay, we have the Heroes and Legends Hall of Fame. We got some rock. These are incredible. I've never been this close to a rocket. Have you?
Clouds are moving fast, guys.
Do you think these ones have gone to space? Have these?
Let's go look
these
about it.
replicas? Are these replicas?
These are really cool looking. To be able to get this close to them is so cool.
We don't even. We have.
I would like to walk around and look at all these.
Can we go here first?
Sure, we can go in here. Let's go. Let's go in. Maybe one at a time.
We want to do this deep space launch in a spaceport like this.
Movies are absolutely breathtaking, showing you what it takes to be a hero, the building, and of course, assembling and launching the Saturn V and Space Shuttle. And then you can see those vehicles in
The Atlas rocket gave us the power to reach orbit.
Don't forget, you can meet an astronaut twice a day. Universe Theater at 11:15, which is coming up a bit, 25-30 minutes, and of course, at 3:15. Show up a little bit earlier than those listed times there. Joan Higginbottom had flown the space shuttle on one of her missions back in May. She's now retired from NASA and comes out for a call to you guys who talked about that mission and her experience.
It's really crazy right now because the clouds are moving really fast, and when you look up at these big spaceships, it looks like they're moving because the clouds are moving so fast. It like almost makes you feel like you're like moving with them.
Is this a real aircraft?
All right, connect to the cosmos.
6.
Look at all the stars. Wow. It's so beautiful.
Oh wow.
It's amazing to see the rockets up close.
These are actual ones. You feel like the soot on them and stuff? That's from the
ones out there.
I'm not
Those are
sure.
too. They've just been cleaned up. Being here shows us how little we know about spaceships and exploration. Official flight flown artifact. This one's an official one. It's been to space. SpaceX. Space. Let's watch it. More than 100 successful flights since they began launching in 2008. First private spacecraft to take humans to the International Space Station. People are in there with VR goggles on, having a simulation or being in it. Yeah. That's an add-on. Got very sunny out while we were in there. And warm. Very long line waiting for a bus tour. Mark is handing out lunches while we're waiting in line.
Mom, you gonna want a ham and cheese?
Sure, I would love either. I'm good with whatever. Thank you.
We're finally gonna get on the bus here. Been about 45 minutes waiting. I was looking forward to this. I'm really hoping that we get to see some of the actual sites where NASA, instead of just this kind of tourist area, which is fun too. Finally made it on the bus. Almost an hour, but hopefully it'll be a good ride here.
Air-conditioned bus, fuel connected.
Go back there so we can.
You could see how much soot and debris was on it.
To accommodate NASA's next generation of rockets.
So those are the doors on the side there that open up to let the rockets in. We have arrived at LC-39. That was about a 10-minute ride. We went by the VAB, that Vehicle Assembly Building. Really cool. What is that, Bennett?
What's over your front?
Wow. Oh, so cool. So they simulate one of the launch rockets here, and I think we have a countdown, 15, 20 minutes. We're gonna get to see it. Cool. Yeah, that is massive. Whoa! We also can climb up all the scaffolding here up to the top to have a look around. This whole space area is surrounded by a huge wildlife refuge. So we're gonna go have a look out. So looking out here across the water, you can see all these different launch complex, different launch pads. There's some more out this way.
Very cool to see all this different stuff up close, right by the water.
Still off.
Yep, 15 minutes. I hope we're on the bottom when it goes off.
Yep.
That building there. The doors are the biggest in the world. This looks incredible. See how the rockets in and out. You designing your rocket? The sheet launch sequence. Oh, you get to choose the color. 7, 6. Yours is launching. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Look up. Wow. That screen doesn't work.
Your rocket's
I want to do a moon land.
range view activated. All systems on. Call T-minus 10 seconds. Go. Engine start. Starting engines. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Test complete. Stop video recorders. Begin post-fire analysis. Selection process. I reckon.
I failed 19%, didn't make it. Not enough thrust for the fuel. Bennett? We're gonna get to experience a test of this thruster here in the next minute. Okay, 1 minute 31 seconds. Uh-oh, it's starting to move.
Moving on to the next stop over, I think, the Apollo launch station.
Now, those tracks are almost the height.
The LCC now with Charlie Blackwell Thompson, massive.
Fly the Atlantic. Fly this nice plate, Texas. We choose to go to the moon.
Oh, we gotta watch this. Oh, I see. We gotta watch this. So we're in a recreated control room as if you were in the Apollo launch series. We gotta watch these videos. I thought people.
This is the firing room. Launch control for the Apollo mission. This is not a mock-up. These are the very consoles we sat at when men first took off to fly to the moon.
Oh, that was such a cool video. So inspiring. Everett, you taking a picture? What'd you think about that? Oh, cool. This is huge. This is a real one. So we just watched the whole recreate, like all the video from when it happened, and here is the real spaceship they used.
How long did it take
This
to
is
cool down?
so amazing. So big. Oh my goodness. You thought we went on a big road trip? Look at this. Ultimate road trip. Oh, hon, sorry you couldn't watch that. That was so cool. The kids are gonna be so excited to watch Apollo 13 now. Yeah. It would it took you and it was like you were there in the control room as it took off and all the excitement. Well, you know, the nerve there. Cool. This is huge. They said this is the actual one of the actual ones that flew into space. I don't know if it's that one or this one right here. It might be that. The scale of these Apollo rockets is hard to even comprehend. I think they said it's 31 stories tall. This goes on and on and on. This is the rover from Apollo 17 that they drove on the moon. Its tires are made out of mesh. Way to go way farther. Oh my goodness.
It's over like 1,000.
No way, it goes like a mile. Wow. One thing that was cool in there, I could see like Weston and Everett and just be really getting excited about that space story. We were watching the show. Like, I think it really brought it to life. Well, this is real. Because before we're here, they're like, why are we coming? What is there to see? You know, they're like getting the magics. Well, the bus tour was fun. It did take about 3.5 hours. Now we're going over to the Atlantis Launch Center. Boys want to do a launch simulation. We'll see. Hopefully the line's not too long. Oh, Violet, that's amazing.
Violet kept saying, "That's amazing." When she woke up, she was like, "That's amazing, that's amazing." Yes. And she said, "Rocket ship."
So cool that that went to space 30-something times.
Yeah.
Why does it have Canada on it?
It has Canada on it because some people are targeting.
Always fun to flip switches. This shows what it's like to be in the tubes of the International Space Station. Hey!
Oh, this would be crazy. Looking out and it's here. Go, go, go.
Trying to go to a shuttle launch experience. See if we can fit it in. Here come Weston and Everett.
Interesting. Take a seatbelt. You have to put a seatbelt on when you go to the bathroom, Everett. Hey, what do you guys find? You're figuring it out. You gotta figure it out, Everett.
Wow, wow, wow. There's just so much to see and look at and explore. I had no idea. Every time you go into a new building, it's like,
whoa.
You could spend all day in that one building.
Yeah, it was so cool.
If you did all the different things.
Oh, I keep touching that.
You gonna land safely? Uh-oh, you're in a crater. Uh-oh. Full throttle backwards. You changed the view. Oh, you did. You moved. That was good. This is what Mark Roberg worked on.
This one? They're just so complicated.
That's Morse code for like a word.
We enjoyed learning about Mars and different rovers, and then we headed over to something that we signed up for earlier in the day. You had to reserve a spot. So at around 3 o'clock, we went and did a virtual reality experience. The boys got to participate. You get in a rocket launch, and then you have some different tasks that you have to do. It's a little competition. They had so much fun doing this experience. It was only a few minutes long, but they really enjoyed it and had a good time.
Okay, they're about to go to space.
There was so much to do here at the Space Center. We did not get to do everything, but the things that we did get to experience were so well done.
Yeah, see you, man. Nice to meet you.
Okay, you guys are landing. Bennett's winning.
that was fun playing the VR. It was fun to be with the boys and kind of banter back and forth. And that one felt so immersive. I know we weren't moving, but I almost got vertigo as we're going up and down and like back and forth. That was fun.
It was moving.
But it went like sideways. I felt like I was.
Was it the rocket that they used you on?
These were no, those were just. Those aren't nearly as big as the. Unless that was just the upper stage. That might be the upper stage of the Apollo one.
Okay, we're gonna go do a flight simulator thing. This line was super long this morning, so we're gonna go see if we can get in quicker. But going to Mars. Okay.
I couldn't film, but we got to do a little ride to Mars, and then we went and watched an IMAX movie about space that was incredible. And then we made a quick trip to the gift shop to pick out a sticker for our sticker board.
I don't know, that was the one that went to the moon.
I know this is more of a new one, like the Artemis. I like the shape of this one though. Anybody else want one for something? Like they're 3 for $10. That's a better deal.
In case you're wondering, we were at the Kennedy Space Center about a month before the Artemis 2 space launch, so we didn't get to participate in it, but it did get us really excited to watch it on YouTube when it happened.
What time?
The screen is totally 3D from this angle. Wow. What a day. What a full day. It is now 5:27. We're walking out. We didn't even do everything, but wow. We just hit as many things as we could and thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. My brain is just like opened up to so many things I didn't know things about. If you like space, rocket ships, stars, galaxies, planets, this is an amazing place to spend a day or more because there's so much to see. Well, you can pay for like a 2 pass and then you don't have to use them back to back. I think you can just use them whenever, but I just say we've got one full amazing day out of it.
No, yeah, Dad, it was 5:28 or 4:28 when we finished another thing, and I sprinted.
Awesome.
And then
I didn't make it.
everyone made it, but then we were, except Mom.
They let me in.
We need our mom.
Got my sticker for the sticker board. Oh, I had a hard time choosing. That was hard too. I wanted about 3 different stickers. Okay, let's go find some dinner. I don't think my kids have ever been in a rainstorm this strong and so much lightning and thunder. Well, maybe in Arizona, but reminds me of my childhood, rainstorms in Texas. Oh, it is pouring buckets outside. And my sweet mama was so right. You may have heard me talk about getting quarters before our trip started. Well, I have run out of my original quarters. I used my last $2 to start a load of laundry, but there are 2 more loads of laundry that need to be done. We've been gone all day today. It is 9:45 at night right now. And I was like, oh no, I need quarters. I thought that Bennett had told me that I could use a credit card here. All the last few places have been credit card, so I've been fine. No credit card option here, but I typed in laundromat. I was gonna go find a laundromat, and there's a Wendy's across the street, and I thought, I'm just gonna try Wendy's. They gave me $10 in quarters. The man was so kind. They were gonna close in 5 minutes, so I'm glad that I made it. So now I have enough to do my 3 loads of laundry, and my kids will have clothes tomorrow. We had a wonderful full day at the Kennedy Space Center. Let me finish this and I'll talk to you. I gotta get this laundry going. I wanna go to bed. I'm exhausted. Kennedy Space Center was amazing. Saw alligators, learned so much about rockets. There were so many immersive things where they like taught you about a rocket and then the screen would go up and that exact rocket would be right there on display. And it was so moving. Everybody enjoyed it. We had an amazing conversation about everything that everybody learned over dinner. So I'm so glad we did it. It was a very long day. kind of hard with Violet. Lots of waiting in line. There were a lot of school field trips going on. So kids everywhere made the lines extra long, but that's what it is. That's, you know, that happens. So we really, really enjoyed ourselves. It was a day well spent. We actually have a full day tomorrow. We are going to Universal Orlando. So we're going to be tired after this stop in Orlando for sure. I'm glad we had a week on the Keys where it was a little bit more relaxed. Thank you so much for coming along. We are so grateful for each and every one of you. We will see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life. Life on the road, taking my kids to their first big amusement park. We'll see how it goes. Mark is staying home with Violet, which after today, I think is a really good idea. She had a little bit of a hard time just not having her regular schedule today. So I think we made the right choice to not bring her along to Universal tomorrow. So hopefully everything will go well. We'll see you guys soon for more Life on the Road.